There's something in the basement. Voices from the Mausoleum is brought to you by the You Run Podcast Network and yourunpodcast.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Voices from the Mausoleum, and welcome to minisode for Found Footage Fridays. Filming has been hectic, you guys. It's been very hectic lately, and that's even with, kind of backing off content a little bit. So, in between full episodes, we may be doing little mini episodes like this when we're not able to film together. So, the movie I'm going to talk about today, just as this mini episode of Found Footage Fridays, is a film called One Cut of the Dead. It is a 2017 Japanese one-shot horror film about a film crew who is filming a zombie movie, and they are setting it up to record it in a single shot. No breaks, no cuts, nothing. One cut of the dead, right? Pretty clever. I'm going to leave this spoiler free because I think if I tell you the ending, it really will ruin the entire movie. And I really think more people need to watch this. It was on Shudder. I'm not sure where it's streaming currently, but it's such a fun movie. So I always love when people take this concept of found footage and they kind of make it like unique, or they change it up, or they switch it to something, that we've never seen before. And this idea of filming a movie in one go has been done in a couple of other smaller scale things, but this was really cool. Adding zombies, this idea of like how frustrating it can be for filmmakers to work on projects, but then obviously to be interrupted by real zombies. It's a super fun movie. I actually heard about this one, when did I watch this? Like a couple years ago. Rick from Horror Fiend TV had actually recommended this, highly, you gotta stop what you're doing and go watch this. So I did, and I loved it. It's such a fun take on zombies and filming and found footage style horror, and the graphics and the gore in this are so well done. The actors are just so believable and so just very, very, very top-notch performances across the board. And I'd really like to see more, because one of the things about found footage that comes up a lot is things about, well, why are you filming, or why are you doing this, or why are you doing that? And it's an interesting take to do it from the full-on perspective of just being a filmmaker, not even the same way as like some of these other, where in the story they're making documentaries, or they're trying to capture Bigfoot, or this is a really cool take on it. I think it's definitely more probably on the lighthearted side of things. So those can be hit or miss for me, but I think that this concept is so unique that it just works. It's not anything that's it doesn't need to be dark and heavy and over the top with those kinds of things. I think that it being lighthearted makes sense given the subject matter and the overall concept, which I think is executed flawlessly. You'll laugh a few times. You'll be very engaged with it. It's very, very, very fun found footage movie, and a lot of people I feel like have not heard of it or have not seen it. I don't feel like it gets talked about as much as some other movies that I don't understand why so many people talk about them. So hopefully this will be one you add to your recommends list. Like I said, I think it's on Shudder. If it's not on Shudder anymore, it was streaming, so you should be able to get it. But it's called One Cut of the Dead, found footage zombie horror movie told through the lens of trying to film a zombie movie in one shot. So these little mini episodes will be super short and quick. I'm sorry, I'm in the parking lot, so there's like a truck and it was making a lot of noise. I had to crack my window because it's still very hot in Georgia. Anyway, if I had to rate this, I would probably give this, I'd probably give it probably like an 8 out of 10 tapes. It's a really fun movie, and again, really unique, great performances. The gore and stuff are superb. Highly recommend it. So if you get an opportunity, if you haven't seen it, please check out One Cut of the Dead. If you have seen it, what were your thoughts? I'd be curious to know who else has seen it. That's going to wrap up this episode of Found Footage Friday. Steve and I are recording in bulk. Tomorrow we're going to record several, so should be back to normal next week, but we'll be kind of doing these as fillers so we still get the found footage movies without constantly doing recaps, because I know those can get kind of monotonous after a while. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. If you're seeing this now, check out our we have a horror charity anthology that just came out literally today, drops today, called Howlin' for You, a werewolf charity anthology. All of the proceeds for these books go straight to Wolf Conservation Center in Salem, New York, which is actually really close to where Steve lives. Would you believe that I've actually had enough caffeine? Maybe that's the problem. I'm talking too quickly. I've had a big ass coffee and an energy drink this morning because I wanted it to be high energy for Friday. Anyway, we're doing a really cool launch live tonight where we're going to talk about the process, the beautiful cover that my stunning and amazingly talented, wonderful partner created for us. I'm so proud of her. She's so talented, you guys. I'll have a link in the live tonight where you can follow her on Instagram. I'm trying to get her used to posting. It's a new thing for her, but it's such a stunning fucking cover. It's perfect in every way, and she was great to work with, of course. But yeah, so we'll be doing a live tonight. We'll be going over some clips from the authors that that are in the book. And then, yeah, just kind of talking about the process and what it was like, talking about the cause, you know, and those kind of things. I will say, charity anthologies are always very near and dear. You know, the last charity anthology that I did, was the anthology I did with Tasha for livestock, which was for reproductive rights. These charities that we pick are not just out of nowhere. They are very meaningful to us. And there's a lot of wolves that really need our help. So if you'd consider at least getting the ebook, every dollar amount that's profit goes straight to this organization. It helps with conservation. It helps save these wolves. It helps take them, you know, take care of them, give them medical things that they need, food, shelter, helpful habitats that are enriching for them. Almost got emotional. I held it off when I stopped talking. We got to do more for our world. And it can start with wolves. So if you consider donating, we will be on tonight on a live. I think the best thing we're going to be able to do is maybe a PayPal link to try to donate, or you can donate directly to them. Definitely, please do. It's just Wolf Conservation Center in Salem, New York. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this episode of Found Footage Fridays. Hopefully we'll see you guys tonight at the live for Howling for You. It should be a really good time. Really excited about this project. So thanks so much for hanging out with us. We hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Enjoy your week coming up, and we will see you in the next one.